Hello, everybody. It's Dougie at the Hardwood, historic downtown Cuero, Texas, and this is a virtual happy hour. Which one is this? Number 9. This virtual happy hour is brought to you by, or fueled by Ranch House Spirits, and we are going to do cocktails. Grapefruit honey, that's the theme. We're going to kick some ass. It's going to be a lot of Don the Beachcomber references because those are some of his favorite ingredients. But we're not going to just do his cocktails. We're going to do all kinds. But we're going to talk to you about some bottles first that are available at Ranch House Spirits. So yeah, really excited about this last shipment. We were talking about it, just how excited we were. Me, Morgan the Grouch, and Maddie Mustache, aka Maddie Malord, aka Maddie, aka Maddie Bubatti. Yeah. So yeah, it's just me and Maddie Bubatti today. Hey, everybody say hi to Maddie, aka Maddie Mustache, aka Maddie Malord, aka Maddie Bubatti. There he is. Cool. Yeah. So excited that we're getting these wonderful bottles in our humble little town of Cuero. Again, thanks to Ranch House, doing a great job of stocking their shelves with really wonderful quality product. Things that just are top notch, above the rest, make your back bar even more special than it already is. True expressions of these spirits, and it's not no gimmicks. The only thing that they have, most of these bottles, the only thing they have going for them is tradition, time-honored tradition, and just learning how to make the best product they can just by working through the kinks and just kicking butt. So things you're gonna find over there now are things like Europon. This is actually a rum. It's very similar to rum. It is a sugarcane distillate, but I believe it's referred to as Sharonda and not rum. I am not exactly sure of that. I can figure out more information about this. This is actually going to be somewhat similar to an agricole. It's going to have those grassy notes, those fresh notes. Has a little bit of smoke to it, going more into that agricole kind of realm. Higher in proof, awesome in daiquiris. We always refer to like things like chewy and things like that, like viscous. This is awesome. Split your spirit ratio with a little bit of Europon. We'll probably do this with our first cocktail. And then, you always see me using, you guys always see me using Hamilton's Blackstrap. We use this a lot. But Ed Hamilton does a great job bringing all kinds of bottles in from all different types of the Caribbean. This is his Navy Strength Overproof. And the thing that I really like about overproof, a lot of people think that overproof should be used just to, hey guys, how's it going? All right. I don't. So this naval strength, a lot of people think that overproof needs to be like Bacardi 151. That people just like take shots of it as pranks or jokes. That's not the case. It's a little bit goes a long way with this. A tremendous amount of depth and flavors going on. So if you just put like quarter ounce or even an eighth of ounce in your drink, it's going to permeate the entire thing. Just round out your cocktail for the better. And you can use naval strength rum in anything, any kind of application that calls for like whiskey, bourbon, brandy. If you just do a splash of this with it, it just opens up even more. We did a old-fashioned variation for our for a winter-themed tiki menu, and it was a bourbon topped with some beautiful overproof by Hamilton, and it just really just created like an amazing drink, amazing cocktail. And then one of my favorite rums is going to be Smith & Cross. This is a traditional Jamaican rum. It's also Navy strength, so it's high in proof. As you can see, it has that beautiful color. This is not from age. This is probably aged maximum 3 years. The dunder always referred to, which is left over in the pot stills and things when they do the whole entire fermentation process. All the dunder left over, which is what they use to ferment molasses, essentially. They put it back into the distillate to give this beautiful color, depth, just all these like notes of flavor, all these toasty notes, these nutty notes, these just a little bit of funk, that Jamaican funk you always hear about. And it's mild in this one, but it definitely exists in here. And then this is also there. This is a beautiful mezcal. I don't know much about agave spirits. I'm still learning a lot about it. And then, but I do know that this is probably one of my favorite mezcals that I've tried lately. And we are proud to have this at the Hardwood. So go check this out. And then something else I'm really The last bottle I'm going to talk about, well, not the last by any means, I got some more, but before I'm going to talk about one more bottle, then I'm going to jump right into making our first cocktail. This is Jennifer. This is like before they made gin, they made this, Jennifer. This is Bobby's. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome spirit. It's great in any, like a John Collins, Tom Collins, anything like that. Anything that calls for a gin, a martini, we replace it with this. This is going to be citrus forward. Still has that juniper you're looking for. A lot of pepper notes. It is just well-rounded, and it's actually lower in proof. It's 38% alcohol, so I mean not much, but this is a great way to experiment and get creative on your back bar, and a great way to try new things for Geneva. So, but we're not talking. Again, all available at Ranch House Spirits. Thanks again to Ranch House Spirits for helping us out, getting us going. It's been tough times for all of us, and they know that, and they are awesome for helping us out and getting us to where we're at. With you guys. Happy hour number 9. This is pineapple juice. This isn't grapefruit juice. I apologize. I'm an idiot. But this, freshly squeezed pineapple juice, grapefruit juice, freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. There's also freshly squeezed lime juice. So at the Hardwood, we cut all of our citrus for the most part. We do fresh squeezed lime juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, but when we do fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, we do a 2-to-1 ratio of grapefruit juice to lime juice. That also depends on how tart each one is and how bitter the other is. So sometimes we'll play around with it. You got to straw test, make sure that your citruses are where you want them to be. There's some bars that go even deeper into that and do actual pH test before they start blending and figuring all that stuff out. But we don't do that. So double strained, freshly juiced today, probably 30 minutes ago actually. You always want to juice as close as you can to making your cocktail. We juice pretty much every day at the Hardwood to cover a whole shift. That's what most bars do. But there's a lot of bars, a lot of craft bars, especially in the New York scene, that they won't even make you a drink unless it's cut from fresh fruit. They'll just cut it and squeeze it right in front of you. And the reason being, they say, like Shasha Paczynski said, he feels that he's like a patron saint in craft cocktail. You can pretty much point your finger back to him with, I believe, Milk and Honey for bringing back the Renaissance, like the Renaissance of craft cocktail coming back, getting out of the dark ages. Pretty much point your finger to him. But he claims that the moment that a citrus is cut, it needs to be made into a cocktail. We're not that particular because we just aren't that kind of place. But I respect it, and in theory, try to keep that in mind. Because always know that every hour that passes by, this juice is losing its structure. It's losing the things that make it what you want for your cocktail. That zippiness, that sharpness from your citrus, that brightness. Yeah, it's all eventually going to go away. It's going to start turning more funky. There are some cocktails that I do actually prefer older juices in. Just if I do a funky daiquiri or whatever, and if I'm using straight Para Nubes or even Europon or something, I like to use a little bit older in my juices and things. So it doesn't necessarily have to be fresh juices, but if you can do fresh juices, please do. Try your best not to use concentrate. It's not as good as you think it is, and it's cheaper to do it this way. Get yourself a hand juicer. If you're really serious about your home bar, get yourself a serious juicer from Amazon. So, with that said, let's make a drink. What are we making? We should start that daiquiri?
Yeah, let's start with that.
All right. There's actually, if you go to our YouTube channel, this is one of the first videos, a Hemingway daiquiri. It's a La Floridita daiquiri number 3, inspired by Ernest Hemingway. They say that he is the one that actually came up with this recipe because he wanted something that's sweet, he wanted something a little bit more boozy. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with that. Ernest Hemingway is he's a hero of mine, not necessarily for his writing, but more because of his lifestyle. He just was adventurous, reckless, and unstoppable. Immovable object and thought, and just traveled the world and didn't stop until anybody stop him. And that's kind of how I try to do my thing. So anyways, you're definitely gonna need a shaker for this one. And Luxardo liqueur. This is the maraschino liqueur. This is a very old liqueur. Gonna be So it's weird. I always say that this has like a radish element to it. Like, but I always feel like when I use this, it feels like it's gonna be spicy, but it doesn't. It just doesn't go spicy. But there's like this weird radish thing to it. But it also has like a wonderful sweetness, of course. Like the cherry is obviously there, but it's not like grenadine cherry by any means. Actually, this is going to. I don't even know what the proof in this is. 32%. So it's actually pretty high. So we're gonna use 3/4 ounces of this. Hey, Betty, will you go grab me a chilled coupe out of the fridge up front? We're actually going to take our blend of grapefruit juice and lime juice. We're going to do 1.5 ounces. Back on?
Yep.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, guys. The signal here is a little spotty today.
Did they, is anybody on right now?
There's about 4 or 5 people on.
Does anybody know where we left off at?
So let us know the last thing you saw so we can kind of start back at that point.
Please. This shirt, this is Jack Burton's shirt. One of my favorite movies of all time, Big Trouble in Little China. That's why it's tucked in, because he has his shirt tucked in.
Last thing I heard was radishes. Yeah.
Radishes?
About the Luxardo.
Oh, about the Luxardo? All right, cool. So I'm like, I thought he was talking about the Ginevra for some reason. I'm like, what? Okay, cool. So what I got in here now is Luxardo 3/4 ounce. I have 1.5 ounces of our grapefruit juice split with lime juice. Did y'all catch everything I was saying about the fresh juices and how important they are? Oh, that's good.
That was before that.
Okay, and then I put 1 ounce of Panama Pacific 3-year. And all I was saying is this is our house selection. Well, quite affordable. It's available at Ranch House Spirits, and this is made by one of the most respected rum makers on the planet. So please do yourself a favor and put this on your back bar at home. And then we're going to do about Europon, the blue bottle that we were talking about earlier. We're going to do 1 ounce of this as well. This is going to be a pretty stout drink. So it's in it for the wary. Okay, so this was a chilled coupe, but it's not anymore. So be it. Hey, buddy. Owie. Alright. I know I just sound like a broken record, but when it comes to your ice, please try your best not to use the ice that's made in your freezer at home. Do yourself a favor, go to your local McDonald's or something and get a bag of their ice. They put a lot of time, Coca-Cola puts a lot of money into making sure they have quality ice to keep consistency, and it's going to be much better for your drinks in your home bar than your refrigerator ice. It's going to taste like, stale food. Okay, Mike. Thanks, bud. All right, it's pretty warm out here, so we're going to shake this for a hard 6 seconds. All right. Take your Hawthorne strainer, put in your Big Ten. Keep your gate somewhat closed. Take your fine mesh strainer, put it into your small tin. This is going to create less of a mess. Double strain. So this is catching all those ice shards just to give you a better mouthfeel. You don't want all that, all those ice shards touching against your lip. It's just unpleasant. Especially when you search. If you want to search something neat or up, that's how you want to go about it. Cool. Sweet. Ah, there's a fly. Get a nice wash line. Cool. And from here, I would, where's your shot? Where's your shot glass? So, a swath of grapefruit would sometimes you'd see. I think this drink is bitter enough. So we're just going to give it we're going to express some lemon zest over it. Just to brighten it up a bit. And since we don't want 6 inches up, 3 inches back, just letting all those bitter oils that are going to fall away because they're heavier. And again, we have grapefruit in there, so we already chose what kind of bitterness we want in there. We don't want to add more to that. So those lighter oils are going to be the sweeter, more fragrant oils. And I guess it just reeks of lemon right now, which is awesome. So sometimes you see bartenders make a cute little butterfly, put it on the corner of the glass like this. They'll take a wheel, and put it in the actual daiquiri. I don't like that because we just put all that time in creating a wonderful mouthfeel for our guests. So why would you put something in there to be banging against their lip and just kind of take away from the experience? So this is La Floridita Daiquiri number 3, also known as the Hemingway. It's inspired, possibly created by one of my heroes, Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, that's good. That weird radish note that I'm talking about. I talked to some bartenders about that. They always like, huh? And I'm like, nah, I mean, it's there. I get it. That grapefruit cut with that lime juice is like, just tames that bitterness, but that lime brings that citrus up to like a really pleasant level. The rums are just totally working with each other. Like we could probably did 2 ounces of that Europon and it felt like you're just biting into a piece of gum. But this Panama 3-year tamed it down. Doesn't hurt at all. Smooth, velvety. Yeah, this is a great daiquiri. This is a great variation. And please go to our YouTube channel and watch the video on how to make it. We have it's the first video we made, and it's all the specs to Hemingway Daiquiri. And let us know what you think. Please go and like and subscribe everything at our YouTube channel. Again, to enter into our weekly raffles, you have either if you're subscribed, you're already entered. Just let us know in the comments that you're subscribed, and we'll get used to seeing who you are. We'll know who you are, but until we like really dial it in, help us out. Just put in the comments below that you're subscribed. If you want to be entered, go to our YouTube channel, open another tab on your phone or on your computer, wherever you're at. Like and subscribe to our channel. Come back and let us know you subscribe, and we'll enter you twice this week if you're a newbie. Yeah. And so every week after that, as long as you're subscribed, you're watching, you're entered to the raffle. And so we all know that every week it's going to be some of our syrups, and then there's going to be a secret prize. How cool is that? Also, that said, there are some people that haven't gotten their syrups yet, and that's going to be well, anyways, let us know, guys, how we can get it to you or whatever, like addresses and stuff like that. Or if you'll stop by, I'll happily give it to you. So, got a big announcement, actually. How many people are on there? 10. 10? See if we can get a little bit higher for you. 7. A real big announcement, actually. Yeah, again, we're in an alleyway behind my bar, behind my mother's flower shop, right by the highway. So sorry about the noises. People are excited to see us out here, honking, smiling, letting us know that they support us from a distance, which is great. Also, please Venmo us. We make this work off the tips that y'all guys provide. So thank you so much for everybody that has been consistently tipping us. Doug Blank Venmo. Again, all of that goes directly into the virtual happy hour. And how much fun is that? We're having so much fun, aren't we? Maddie Malort, are you having fun? Me too. Look how pretty this stuff is. Okay, what's the next cocktail we decided to do? Okay, next drink is inspired by one of my other heroes, Don the Beachcomber. Last week, during the virtual happy hour, we went into some detail about Don the Beachcomber. He is the creator of the tiki realm, highly respected. And his favorite ingredients were grapefruit, cinnamon, and honey. It was, and there's just like, he had this one combination. Don's mix number 1 was actually those things. What's up?
Derek Jameson said, I'm having 0 fun.
Sorry? So should we turn it off? Just kidding. Thanks for watching, Derek. I hope you're well. So anyways, his favorite ingredients were those. So one of his mixes was essentially a honey syrup, but instead of water, he used grapefruit juice. So kind of inspired me to make this next drink, and it's going to be called Don's Mix. And this is going to have one of my favorite types and favorite brands of spirit. This is shochu. Shochu gets confused with something called shoju all the time. Shochu comes from Japan. Soju comes from Korea. So shochu is the national distillate of Japan. It comes in all different types of flavors. My favorite is this going to be barley. It has a tremendous amount of earthiness going on. Has a little bit of funk to it. Just like it's quite robust, and it's lower. It's a little bit lower proof than your average vodka. So you can drink a lot of it and not feel too wacky. But anyways, this one's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and take our honey cinnamon syrup that we make in house. Shake it. Okay, so the way we make our honey syrup, 1-to-1 ratio of water to honey. But the thing is, we steep our water with cinnamon sticks like a tea, so we can go ahead and get that infused honey, cinnamon to the honey as quickly as possible. But if you don't want to do that, or if you don't have time, well, if you're making your own honey syrup, you probably have time to steep your cinnamon tea. But you can just let it sit in there for a couple of days too. Just, whatever. 3/4 ounces of this. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of our grapefruit lime blend. And we're going to do 2 ounces. Yeah, check this out. This is available at Ranch House, so be sure to check that out. One of my favorites is an experience, so please check it out. We're going to do 2 ounces of this. So sometimes I'll hard shake this and I'll double strain it over like a beautiful Collins cube in a tall glass, but I just figured that we'll just do this with some crushed ice, since because of the weather and stuff, and it'd just be a little more refreshing. Where's this? Oh. John, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Alright, so the last shake we do is a hard shake. We're going to do a whip shake with the crushed ice. Again, get your ice from your local favorite convenience store. Or, what are those called? Fast food joints. I mean, if there's a convenience store that sells Pebble Ice, go for it. I don't know why. Whatever. Just get yourself some decent ice. Alright, we're going to whip shake this for 10 seconds. Just depends. So, the weather out here is just pretty hot, so this ice is kind of wet, meaning that it's melted. Yeah, this is a whip shake. So it's incorporating everything. Doesn't need to be abused too much. Because if it was, if we double strained it, especially, we would want to shake the living, out of it, just to get that frothiness going and everything. Get the emulsification process to its peak. But everything's combined. You can just tell by looking at it, of course. Add some more ice. Okay. Then we're going to do a little bit of lava salt. A black grain salt from volcanoes. I think. Maybe. I didn't get it. I didn't harvest it. But I believe them. Get that on Amazon, I'm sure. Aren't your local thingamajigger? Alright, and then some straws. Ooh, here you go, everybody. Tart, sweet, but sweet like honey. The cinnamon is just really shining through. And that shochu, it's lower in ABV, but it has a lot of that robust barley element coming through. It's like making a drink with, what is that one barley cereal with the frog on it?
Smackers.
Smack Jacks or something like that.
Smackers? I don't know. Let me,
It's like taking that and steeping it in a low-proof liquor. That is really a bad way
Honey
to describe it.
Smacks.
Honey Smacks. That's like a Honey Smacks to it. And I mean, don't take my word for it. Try it yourself. You gotta mean that barley like comes through. It's just weird that barley is such a like a staple in like American history, but you never go out and get barley.
Sugar Smacks. Used to be called Sugar Smacks.
Sugar Smacks.
Now they're called Honey Smacks.
Sugar Smacks. Well, Honey Smacks is more appropriate for what we're doing. Honey Smacks. Dude. Well, I've been having fun doing these virtual happy hours. How many people are watching now?
About 12.
Okay, whatever. Y'all spread the word. We're opening Wednesday. Yeah, we weathered the storm. And guess what? Can't keep a bad mother effer down. We're opening Wednesday. So we could open this weekend, but we're just not ready. We have to do a whole entire different layout. Because that's what the government's demanding, TABC especially. They are not playing around. We have to follow the rules, their rules, and the CDC rules, and whatever the government says. Because if not, all that hard work to get our doors back open, it's just going to be for nothing. So please, when you guys come in, respect the rules that we're going to set. It's going to be that 25% capacity rule. We are very small. So do not be surprised if you can't grab a seat. You can't even sit at the bar. You legally cannot sit at the bar. We can get shut down. So it's going to be a few tables. We're going to provide an elevated experience as best as we can. We're going to try our best to accommodate everybody and get everything back to the new normal. But great news is we're opening back up Monday. There's a lot of people I want to thank, and that is going to be State Representative Jeannie Morrison. And it's also going to be the office of Senator Kolkhorst. They did an amazing job. I had a lot of issues getting information that I needed. It wasn't about demanding anything. I just needed answers. When you make those faces, Maddie.
No, sorry. Somebody was calling. I had to decline.
Decline.
Someone's cut off the
Was it a tax collector or
It
something?
was some 361 number, didn't have a name to it, so I figured you didn't know him.
Yeah, probably somebody. Hey, it's what you know. We just heard you announce your opening. No, you're not. I'm like, what? No, but anyways, so it was no answers. That was the biggest problem. It's this is my situation. How do I get out of it? How do I fix it? And there was no resolve whatsoever. But then I figured out that with the help of Robert Wood, helped me get in the right direction. Dude, yeah, I could not believe how quickly and how on top these people were for me. I did not expect them to give me time. They just got me in the right network, got me talking to the right people, and again, not me by myself got this permit situation figured out. So what happened with me is my permit expired during the lockdown. We weren't able to create the funds to cover our renewal fees, and that's because we had 2 months revenue taken away from us. Simple as that. And they extended the deadline for all bars in Texas, not just me. And it's not. And I know I didn't do all the hard work to do that, and I'm not saying that. But guys, if y'all have issues, if y'all need something figured out, reach out to your reps. Let them know that you want to be heard. They are listening, and the more you speak to them, the more they know how important it is. So I am so grateful for TABC changing the rules up a little bit to help us out and helping us, not letting us just fail, giving us every reason and every way possible to succeed and to get through this. So again, thank y'all so much. I'm going to be saying thank you to more people when I get the permission to, of course, but but it's just it was just a struggle, guys. It was really, really hard to get to this point. This whole entire experience for all of us has been detrimental. But you know what? Like I said, can't keep us down, and we're coming back. We're coming back full-fledged, and we're going to come back and make the best drinks we can. And guess what? Y'all beat me down. Y'all beat me down hard. Guess what we're bringing in? Crown Royal. Guess what we're bringing in? Jack Daniels. I know. Look what y'all did to me. Just kidding. No, but I really am. Tired of fighting with y'all. Tired of making y'all drink the way I want to drink. They're like, oh, it's all about the guest. Fine. It's all about y'all now. What do you think about that? Fine. Quit touching my leg. So what's next? These nuts?
Famous cranberry sauce.
Zombie. Oh, God. This is going to be an earful. And I can't wait. So, also, with these honey syrups, so this is a 1-to-1, this is a regular 1-to-1 honey syrup. What you do, I know it's like, how do I do it? You know, a lot of people take like agave and they'll take honey and put it right into the drink. So, oh man, it's all congealed at the bottom of my glass. It's like, yeah, that's why you need to make it a syrup. So it doesn't do that and it incorporates properly. So what you do is you start with your honey. We got a hot water maker, like an electric tea kettle. You know, that's what we use. Get it piping hot and just add a little bit of hot water, stir it up. Add a little bit. Do it in a measuring cup if you can. You always want to weigh this stuff out. I know it sounds freaking silly, but it's just more consistent and just whatever. So you just get that boiling hot and add a little bit, loosen it up, and then when you have about halfway there, just add the rest of your hot water. The thing is, you don't want to add all the hot water at once because the hot water will cool down too quickly, and it won't dilute as fast as you want it to. Blah blah blah. Anyways, that's it. It's super simple. 1-to-1. 1 part water, 1 part honey, as in 1 cup water, 1 cup honey, half cup honey, half cup water. nothing to it. And you can use those syrups for all kinds of stuff, like classic cocktails like the Bee's Knees. Bee's Knees is going to be a very old drink, but it's a honey syrup, lemon, gin, shaken up, served like the kind of same specs as a daiquiri, served in a coupe. Really nice, super refreshing, quite rewarding. We have a drink at the Hardwood that's called the Honey Pot, and it's a variation of a Gold Rush, but it's over ice, and just the ratios are different. It uses an Irish whiskey. Yeah, you can do so much stuff with this. So the Zombie was created by the hero Don the Beachcomber. Talk about Don the Beachcomber a lot. Trust me, don't worry. We're going to talk about it even more. Guess who else we're going to talk about eventually? Trader Vic. That's going to take more than 1 episode. So the Zombie is a rum cocktail. We always talk about the Mai Tai being the crown jewel of the tiki realm. This is probably right up there with it. This is the crown. This is probably the crown. This is the foundation holding up the jewel. This is a serious drink. There's all types of variations. They're booze forward. Most menus say the legend that Don the Beachcomber put was there's limited 2 because they're stronger drinks, and that's our tradition here at the Hardwood too. If you're drinking Zombies, there's only 2. What's up, my man? We haven't said it yet, right?
You said you just kind of come up with something.
Tomato? Tomato? I just said tomato. Is that fine? Gosh, I want tomato? Shenanigans.
Anyway.
Too obvious. So before I was rudely interrupted by Matty Bubatti, aka Matty Mustache, aka Matty Malort. Wonder what Morgan the Grouch is doing, aka Morgan.
He was watching a second ago.
Oh.
He's still on there.
Oh, okay.
He said hello.
Hello. So, with that said, let's talk about the Zombie. Don the Beachcomber made it. Limited 2. Grapefruit is an essential. So this is the book that we talk about a lot, Smuggler's Cove. It's like the magnum opus of Tiki. So if you want to learn a little bit about Tiki, Cody, I don't know if Cody Knox is watching today, but Cody is definitely knows so much about this book. But if you just want one book about Tiki, this is a really great one to grab. It's not going to have all the information, but it's a great start. And if you read this whole thing back and forth, and if you got to know this book pretty well, I would say you are somewhat of a tiki file because it has a tremendous amount of information. But we're going to start off talking about the Smuggler Cove variation of the zombie, and then we're going to talk a little bit about beach bum berries as well, and then how I like to make one. But we'll probably just end up making one or two different variations of zombies depending on time. You know what I forgot? I forgot absinthe.
Is there some of that spritzer in there?
Some of the spritzer, but if you can't find the spritzer, just bring the whole bottle. What is it, 268? On that book page?
Yes.
Maddie and I had a meeting and everything this week to figure out what drinks we're going to do. We're getting all professional. So please help us. Give us your money. So another thing is, with us opening back up, that does not mean that we don't need your help with the tips and stuff like that. Like, we are starting pretty much negative zero. We're starting from way behind the pack. But that's okay. It's not discouraging me by any means. But yeah, so we said it many times, we're not stopping the virtual happy hours by any means. We'll be doing this every week, and it'll be every Friday. And then, yeah, that's about it. But we're also doing all kinds of stuff. The scavenger hunt is on. So guys, keep a heads up about the scavenger hunt. A lot of stuff, a lot of information that we've already even said that you guys should dive into. We have the questions already written out and things. When Maddie gets back, we'll talk a little bit about the timeline. We're going to release the actual form and stuff, like our question sheet, whatever we're calling it. Hey-yo! Thanks, sir.
I was not going to throw that.
The zombie. Notorious would be understatement. Don's most famous and lethal concoction has been abused beyond recognition in the past. Urban legends, the madness-induced properties and menu warnings are two per person. For your own safety, submit it in the drink's history. All right, yeah. So, dude, Don the Beachcomber, he had like these four Polynesian guys that like worked behind these walls. Like, nobody saw them making drinks. Trader Vic was trying to infiltrate and figure out how he made all these drinks so he could take them back to Hinky Dinks, well, what you know as Trader Vic's now. And then he's like, so there's all this secret element to tiki, and I try to keep that alive. I do my own type of bottle blends. Like, when you come to the hard one, you're like, what's your blend? I'll tell you what's in the bottle, but I'm not going to tell you my ratios. No way. Why? Because it's a part of the lore. It's part of the fun. It's a part of the tradition of tiki. Like, I tell y'all my ratios for the juices and stuff because I want y'all to make a great drink at home. But when we get back rolling and everything, I'm gonna freaking put on my freaking weirdo hat, and I'm gonna start recreating different blends and stuff. Y'all are gonna have to figure them out yourself. Dude, it's always great when a regular comes in. It's like, oh, I know what you did, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no. You know, it's just a blast. So I mean, some people are like, well, you know, I can just look on the internet. It's like, then go look on the internet. Anyways, so yeah, it's about 1934 is when he made this. So we're gonna start off with this recipe, doing a shaker. We got fans. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not, but we got 2 fans today.
You actually can't hear anything but your voice.
Woo! And it is still hot. All right, so this recipe calls 3/4 ounce and 3/4 ounce of lime juice and 1/4 ounce of grapefruit juice. So we're just gonna do a whole ounce of our blend. And again, this is 2 parts grapefruit to 1 part lime. This is 1/4 ounce of cinnamon syrup. We're actually going to use the honey cinnamon syrup that we created. That's what we're going to use. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce. We're just going to do a little bit of our house-made grenadine. Our grenadine is a pink peppercorn grenadine. It's one of the syrups that you get when you win our syrup prize. We're going to do less than a quarter of an ounce. What's less than a quarter? An eighth? Right? Eighth an ounce? We don't know. We're not math doctors. Or are we? We're number doctors. Ooh, and J.D. Taylor, Velvet Balernum. Aw, there it is. Available at Ranch House Spirits.
No, just pointing at it.
Oh, I'll say, tell me to move over. Yeah, guys. So this is a liqueur that hails from the Caribbean. This is going to be one of the most prominent liqueurs used in tiki. It is going to be a rum distillate. It's going to be obviously sweet. Ginger, clove, lime, and allspice. No, wait, no, not allspice. No, ginger, clove, lime, and almonds. Allspice. Where the hell did that come from? So I mean, almonds are a reoccurring theme in tiki as well. The orgeat that we always talk about, that's one of my favorite syrups to use, one of my favorite things that I make. Almond milk syrup, essentially, but we make our own almond milk. Oh, we're going to do half ounce. This drink is, you might think that this drink is going to be very sweet, but you're about to find out why it's really well-rounded. Holy crap. Okay, I don't know if we should do it completely to this spec. Because, okay, so the zombie has a lot of booze in it. I knew that. Screw it, we're doing it.
Do it.
Do it!
Do it.
Blended age, alright, ounce and a half of blended age rum. We'll do Probitas. Available at Ranch House Spirits. So all rum is essentially aged for like minimum of 3 years, unless it's like a freshly squeezed cane juice or a Clarin or an Agricole. Some of those aren't aged at all, but this is going to be a blend of different types of rum from Barbados. Barbados likes to say that it created rum, not necessarily. So this is actually this is 47%. So we are going to do. We're just gonna do an ounce. Because we still have to add something else. Alright, column still aged rum. It says ounce and a half, but we're just gonna do where's my smoothie cross? No, it's pot still. We need column still. Do I have a column still here? I think this is column still. Whatever. I'm pretty sure this is. I think that this is a column still. Forgive me for not knowing that. I can't believe I don't know. But Pam, let's go ahead and do an ounce of that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We'll do another ounce. Because, dude, there's already freaking. We'll do another ounce of blackstrap rum, pot still rum, Jamaican. God damn. They still have to do the absinthe. Okay, so I left out an ounce of rum. Should I just put another ounce in there?
Go ahead.
What should I? Okay, let's just do just for shits and giggles, or poops and giggles. Let's do a half ounce of Europon. And you know what? I'm just gonna do another half ounce of the. I bet you shochu would be really good in here. This is, okay. This is very, okay. I probably wouldn't serve this to you at the heart. This is kind of silly. How much? But I mean, maybe.
How many ounces? Alcohol.
4, 3. Almost 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 ounces. Yeah, this is pretty dumb. But the Velvet Falernum is very low in proof. Uh-oh. I'm all nervous about what's going to happen to me. I'm not driving, so it doesn't matter. Neither is Maddie Malort. His girlfriend dropped us off. Yeah. I don't have proper zombie glasses, so we're just going to do this one in the Collins glass. Zombie glasses are a little bit smaller. But honestly, with everything that's going on here... Oh, and I used some McDonald's ice. Because we wanted to be... Like, you refer to it as agitating ice. How you doing on time, Maddie?
We are at 45 minutes right now.
Oh, cool. Plenty of time.
Yeah, still got it.
All right, just going to whip shake, incorporate all that stuff. We're going to give this a little bit more time. It needs to be diluted a little bit more. There's a lot of booze in here. I don't even think I'm going to be able to pack this all the way down to ice. Shame on me for letting this happen. What can you do?
Well, that is what I'm sorry.
Woo, boy! Smells good. Jesus Christ.
I want to split that to another step.
So dumb.
I won't share that one.
That's yours, Maddie. Bag. Hit it. Ooh. Ooh. What a jackass. I should have cut this down. I mean, I have a zombie of my own that is nowhere near this potent, but I just wanted to show y'all like a true ratio for a zombie.
Oh, that's kind of scary though. You don't taste it.
I know.
Like, you don't taste it. It just
Okay.
it tastes very almost fruity,
What? Yeah? What else?
sweet.
Yeah, tell me more. All right, mint. What do we do with our mint? We don't express it in our hands. We do it on the glass. We want our guests to experience it. Compost. Take the pretty sprig of mint and put it right there. Let's brighten it up with some more lemon. Maybe an orange. Maybe a lime. 6 inches up, 3 inches back, bow, bow, bow. Chuck, blah, blah. If you had like a cute little toothpick with a flag on it, you could roll these all up and skewer them, put a cherry in there if you want. I don't have any swizzle sticks with me. That's my French accent. Hey, look at me, I'm from France. I'm just kidding.
Obviously, Joe Pesci was from France.
It's pretty. There's no pineapple in here, but why not? Okay. Piece de resistance. Three spritzes of absinthe. Well, typically absinthe has a little bit of bitters in there as well, referred to as herb scent. So we'll just give it 1 dash of some pimento bitters. This is ridiculous. My bartending friends are probably, you're a jackass. So this is a tamed down version of the Smuggler's Cove zombie. How's that? But look how pretty that is. Look how cute. That's so cute. Look at this place. It's so cute. It's like one of the things I miss the most. People come in the hardwood. It's just me all scruffy behind the bar, and they're just like, this place is so cute. Hot damn. That's good, man. Everything we're celebrating today is right there. Honey, grapefruit, cinnamon. Those rums are stellar. So the thing about, can I tell you about rum? All these rums back here, granted, Bacardi's one of the oldest rum makers in existence, but they're mass production. Like they make it for the party masses. They make it for the speed bars. More power to them. Nothing against that. When I go to a dive bar, I get a rum and Coke. I like darker rums and Cokes, but whatever. So all these rums here, they are all, you can drink them all neat. They're all well made, well balanced. Like they're not like coconut flavored vodka by any means. There's so much depth, and that's why I always tell people, you get into rum, it's proper Americana. Before we drink bourbon, we drank rye whiskey. Before we drank rye whiskey, we drank rum. Before we drink rum, we drank gin. But in America, rum is so important. Applejack was a huge part of American culture. It was being made in New Jersey, but rum was still the main thing. It was being imported, and then with everything that happened with wars and trading and things like that, yeah, like we decided to stop paying taxes on rum, and we're going to grow our own harvest and make our own product, which is essentially deer corn being turned into liquor, which is great. I love whiskey. Don't get me wrong. I love bourbon. So anyways, grapefruit, honey, amazing combination. Probably never thought about that, or you probably have. I'm sorry, but great combination. Always great for your cocktails. Always play with it, dude. We can probably make a bourbon drink with this right now, and it'd be fantastic. So, yeah, again, so please, guys, share this if you will. We're going to upload it to our Facebook, our YouTube. Like and subscribe, please. Our goal is 1,000. We were kind of climbing there. We're not expecting to get there overnight by any means, but we just really hope you guys help us get to that point so we can just streamline this, make this a little bit tighter, really just just keep on stepping it up. I hope you guys notice how much that Maddie and I have been putting into this. I mean, that's not necessarily what it's about. We're having fun. We're having the best times ever doing it. But we really want you guys to enjoy this and have a good time. And we want to make sure that we're earning your tips and things like that. So if y'all, just keep that in mind when y'all hit us up on that Venmo. Oh, with that said, we have mapped out the next few episodes, and next week it is going to be. Next week, our happy hour number 10. We're to celebrate our 10th virtual happy hour. We are doing one of the most popular cocktails, not only in Texas, but on the planet, the margarita. So please tune into that. Get off early. Tune in. Get yourself, you're definitely going to need freshly squeezed lime juice. You're going to need an orange liqueur of some kind. I recommend Cointreau or Combier, but if you only can get triple sec, more power to you. Whatever is in your budget. And then get yourself tequila and maybe a mezcal, if you will. We're going to do pretty much next week. We're just going to do all types of different margaritas. That's it. Just margaritas. Margarita heavy. Margarita. And so also we're really excited to let you know when we open Wednesday. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. We're bringing in more of a well program, but also just because we're not going to be able to be as creative just due to the parameters set, and we just want to be as clean and safe as possible, we are actually developing an entire well program. We're going to just call them our house selections. So we're going to have our own version of a rum and coke, our own version of a margarita. Yeah, we're going to have everything, and it's going to be quickly made so you can enjoy, get in, get out, or stick around as long as you can. We're trying to institute a reservation type of situation just so people don't come and feel like they were just not and have to turn around. So we're probably going to do a Google number or something like that so you can call before you come and we can answer it and just be like, hey, we have room for you right now. If not, give you a timeline. We'll reach out to our guests. We're probably going to ask our guests kindly and respectfully how long they anticipate on staying, just so we can open up a phone line so you can call before you come. We're going to let you know the next available table, put you on a waiting list, whatever. We just want to make sure everybody's safe. We don't want to disrespect anybody. We are definitely going to be wearing bandanas. We're going to be wearing gloves when necessary. Bandanas are going to be used because we have to go to you. We have to go to your tables and talk to you. It is simply just to cover our faces to make sure that all of our guests feel comfortable. It's going with the flow. We do anticipate that our guests follow the rules as well. We understand. I mean, we understand everybody has different points of views on this, but you know what? And I respect every bar that is still holding on to opening, but we just do not have that, for a lack of a better word, we don't have that luxury. We have to open up. We would have opened up today if it was possible, but we just have a lot of disinfecting to do, to cleaning. It's just me. I have Maddie here who helps me when he can. My family, my lovely mother, she helps out too much. She's in my way. She annoys the living hell out of me, but I love her, and I know she means the best. And she wants to make sure that I'm successful. So, Mom, I love you. But guess what, Mom? You are going to help me this week because I need help cleaning this place. My niece Ainsley, my nephew Kel, they do outstanding jobs for me when they come and help me out. So, yeah, I just need to gather the troops, get everything down, really work on this patio scenario because we're probably not going to be sitting too many people inside. Probably only 2 tables in the front of the bar. Like the middle room that you guys are familiar with, it will not be open to the public. Of course, our restaurant will be open, you know, and we're going to we just got to figure out an active cleaning schedule. Just, again, we want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to have a good time and have a great experience. With that said, I am making out one more drink, a classic drink that you can find at the Hardwood, one of our most popular cocktails. I'm going to make you our version of a Paloma. Will you do me a solid? Will you grab me a Collins glass?
Yep.
I built this bad boy. Thanks for listening to my rambles and rants. And also, when you guys go into Ranch Out Spirits, we just let them know that that y'all watched us and that we sent y'all there. Corey and I have been talking about for these future episodes, now that we have them mapped out, that you guys can be able to go into Ranch Out Spirits and buy like a pre-made pack of everything that you need to make these drinks at home as well. So you can watch Virtual Happy Hour and bartend with us. And, you know, and again, all these are available, but I think starting from episode 6, they're all available on our YouTube channel. So if you want to watch these and learn some recipes, please go check out there. And also, we still make our videos that are more streamlined about certain cocktails. The next drink that we're putting up, we already have figured out. We're really excited about it. We probably won't film that until next week, though. Highball glass. Maddie grabbed a highball.
I grabbed the wrong one because I have my sunglasses on.
It's cool. No, that's perfect. It's for you, anyways. No, I'm kidding. It is for you. All right, so Paloma. This is our Paloma. Our Paloma doesn't call for any soda water or anything like that. Sometimes it does. Just depends. So we're gonna go ahead and use our honey syrup. We're not gonna use one with the cinnamon. We're gonna use the 1-to-1 ratio of our honey. We're gonna do 3/4 ounces. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our grapefruit lime juice blend. Excuse me. This is the fun part. Tequila. We use Tornadoes at the moment. It's quality. Check it out. 1.5 ounces. Always try to practice pouring backwards as well. Cleaner. And then, what we talked about earlier, mezcal. I don't know why I did that when I grabbed mezcal. Sorry. Is that okay? I just feel like I never shot a gun I shot a gun twice in my life. I don't know what I'm doing. This zombie's already getting to me. 1/2 ounce of mezcal. Speaking of the radishes, this mezcal, to me, it doesn't have as much that smokiness you really relate to mezcal. To me, it has a radish element, which I really love about it. It's like gets this nice zing to it. Also, I believe that all tequilas are mezcal, but not all mezcals are tequilas. And then Sotal is technically mezcal as well. I'm not sure. Forgive me. If you know, please leave it in the comments below. Reach out to me, let me know. If you know me, you know I hate misinforming people about these spirits and things like that. So we're gonna shake this one vigorously with some McDonald's ice. Hello. About 6 seconds. So these tins are locked tight. They're cold. You don't have to beat them like that, but I mean you can. But there's a little crease of air right here. You can hear this thing just talking to you. You always know when it's ready. Just pull it to the side, comes right out. All you're doing is breaking an air seal. You don't have to beat it with a hammer or anything. So keep that in mind when you're opening your tins. You're like, ah! Just there's push and it opens up. Maddie, who Maddie? You're not ready yet. How many jets? Man, I haven't got to yell at somebody for grabbing a drink too early in so long. Felt good. No! Tim Dodge, I don't know if he's watching, but Tim Dodge is always the best person to have in my corner because when I make a drink, he's like, it's not ready until he pushes it towards you. Thanks, Maddie. I'm like, thanks, Tim Dodge. I forgot to call Tim and tell him the good news. Damn, it was on my list. Is Tim watching? Lava salt? Look how cute this straw is. Look how cute this is. Alright, now we show the guest the Paloma.
It's actually a really perfect cup for that.
Yeah, good job.
Honestly.
This is our Paloma.
Hand model.
Hand model indeed. How is it? Tell us about it.
Kind of get like a little bit of smokiness from the skull, like the agave like smoke, and then you kind of get like the.
Is it?
Of course, you get like the lava salt that's like drifting down. Through
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Is there like a nice? Is there a nice cohesiveness due to the sugar tying it together? Is it zingy?
Not,
Is it tarty?
not so much zingy, but it's actually very smooth. Like,
Smooth, well-rounded,
well-rounded.
balanced,
Smooth.
zingy. No zingy.
Not really zingy.
Not
Like
no
the,
zingy.
The lava salt gives it like a little bit of a pop, but no zing.
Don't be scared of using sugar in your drinks, guys. Honey is a great way to use it. It can always look at honey as your glue to your cocktail. It's just gonna hold everything together. Don't think of it as like a freaking like somebody's like duct taping you to a wall. It's a prank. Think of it as a glue. That holds everything there. Ah! We're at 1 hour. All right, guys. Scavenger hunt. Oh, when are we releasing the form? Or the question sheet? What do we call that? Worksheet? Questions?
Yeah.
The scavenger question list. When we send that out?
You said you want to do that today, right?
Shit, did I? Yeah. Should we do it today?
Yeah, because we did the code word today.
Code word today. It's not today. The code word is not today.
Chelsea asked, do you use raw honey, wildflower, clove, or anything in particular, or just like local?
We always prefer local honey over anything else, but use whatever you like, for sure.
Amanda said checklist, scavenger checklist.
Checklist. Our scavenger checklist. Thank you, Amanda. We really love thanking you guys live on air for your Venmo tips. On Wednesday, we're getting back in action. We're going to be doing the dang thing and just rocking and rolling, partying out. Tutti to fruity. R.I.P. Little Richard. We didn't shout out to Little Richard dying last week. Dang, that sucks. R.I.P. Little Richard, man. Tutti fruity. On Rudy. What else? There's something else you're supposed to say. There's something else I was supposed to do today. Whatever. I love you guys. Y'all are the best. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for another happy hour. Again, like and subscribe. In the comments, we'll do the raffle. And if nobody, like all the subscribers that are watching, you're in. So, I mean, yeah, whatever. Heather, we need to get you your syrups, and James Brandon, we need to get him his syrups. Those are two people that we need to get their syrups to. Yeah, that's it. But anyways, all right, guys. See y'all next week. Stay tuned. We'll be posting about our new video coming up sometime next week. We're going to shoot it and edit it probably all in one day. It'll be quicker than the Brain St. Louis one. And also, cheers. Whatever. Come by. I love you. Bye-bye.